The world of the pyramids is an apt name for the series of necropolis which lie along the western bank of the Nile, stretching from the ancient city of Heliopolies almost as far as Herakleopolis. Over 80 pyramids. Almost at the end of this series of monuments stand the Great Pyramids of Giza. Almost 5,000 years ago, the Giza plateau on the west bank of the Nile, the region of the dead, became the royal necropolis of Memphis, the capital of the kings of the 4th dynasty. The Giza site lies about 15 kilometers west of modern Cairo and covers an area of about 21,500 ft. On the southwest side, a 40-meter, 130-bow-out cliff descends to where a channel of the Nile once ran, making the borderline between fertile land and the desert. The site of Giza is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world to have survived to our day. The rivers of ink have flowed in the debate over the system of construction used to raise the pyramids. Architects, engineers, archaeologists, and scholars of every persuasion have expressed their ideas in merit and made their contribution to finding a solution to one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of ancient Egypt. Unfortunately, the copious iconography regarding daily life in ancient Egypt is not matched by a similar store of documentation regarding the construction of the most important monuments of Egyptian architecture. Most certainly, the stone was quarried, cut into blocks, loaded onto sleds, runners, or rollers, and dragged to the pyramid construction site. Once there, however, there arose the problem of how to lift these gigantic stones. The most highly credited theory is now that involving ramps, wide inclined planes, built of mud, brick, or sand, that gradually increased in slope and height as the pyramid went up. A series of machines was not required for the fairly limited number of blocks weighing 40 or 50 tons, and 1 or 2 specially built pivoted levers sufficed, aided by levers and counterweights like those used later to erect the obelisks. Entrance to the pyramid at 25 m, above ground level, on the north side. Sloping corridor leading down to the subterranean chamber. Original burial chamber at 30 m, below ground level. Descending passage, probably used to permit the workers to leave the pyramid after the king's chamber had been sealed. Ascending passage, a little over 1 l in height, leading to the queen's chamber. The queen's chamber, or middle chamber, lying exactly on the axis of the pyramid, measuring 6.7 m, 5.7 m, long and 5.2 meters. It was never completed. The Grand Gallery, the architectural masterpiece of ancient Egypt. It is 47 m, long and 8 m, high, with a ceiling formed of massive blocks fitted together with astonishing precision. 3 red granite shutters that slid vertically and hermetically sealed the burial chamber. The burial chamber, or king's chamber, 5.85 meters in height, 10.45 meter long, and 5.22 meter wide, at 48 inches from the ground level, completely faced in blocks of pink granite. The ceiling is composed of 9 slabs, each weighing 400 tons. On the west side of the chamber is the red granite sarcophagus of the king, with no cover and no inscriptions. It is 2.4 meters long and 1.03 meters high. Nothing was found inside it, neither mummy nor ornaments. The construction chamber is a system of 5 small, empty compartments, one above the other and extremely low, the top one having a double-sloped roof. The first of these chambers was discovered by Nathaniel Davison in 1765, the others by Paring and Vyse in 1837. They were thought to be mainly designed to relieve the enormous pressure exerted by the overlying mass of the pyramid on the ceiling of the king's chamber. Ventilation shafts. These 2 ducts, which open at a height of 76 yards, on the north and south faces of the pyramid, carry fresh air to the interior of the burial chamber. An integral and very famous part of Khafra's funeral complex is the Great Sphinx, the gigantic crouching lion with a human countenance that many believe reproduces the facial features of the king. The Sphinx located southeast of the Great Pyramid of Khufu, is 20 m tall and 57 m long. The head, wearing the typical names, is 6 m high. Some 4,500 years ago, the monument was modeled out of a natural knoll of limestone at Giza, containing rock of 3 different types. Over the centuries, erosion by sand and wind have disfigured the powerful body and enigmatic face.